Welcome to my channel Pulkit Pedia step-by-step learning. Today we are going to discuss about Python data types and what are the data types available in Python and string data type and various string operations. So what is data type? Like we have discussed about the variable. Like when we define a variable we have an a equal to 10. So we are defining a variable with some value. So this 10 can be a numeric 10 or 10 can be a string. So the type of data will be assigning to variable that is called as a data type. So what happens when we define a variable? So in the memory, a specific space will be reserved for the data type or a variable. You can see in Python we don't need to declare a variable first and then assign a value. As we declare the variable, then only will define the value to it, and accordingly the memory space will be allocated to it. So various kind of data types are available in Python, like string data type, number data type, set data type, list data type, dictionary data type, and tuple data type. We'll be discussing over it in upcoming videos. Today we'll be focusing on string data type. What is a string? String is basically a collection and group of characters represented in quotation marks. So it's like you can see Pulkit Pedia. If you put Pulkit Pedia in double quotes, so it's in a string. Python allows you putting in a string in a single quote as well as double quote. And string are immutable sequence of data type. What do you mean by immutable? That it cannot be changed. So for example, you have taken a variable a equal to Pulkitpedia. So if you define a equal to Pulkitpedia 1, you will assign it again, then the new string will be created for it. It's not that value of the previous string will change. It will be new string, completely new string or object will be created for it. There is a slicing concept in Python which we'll be using in various data types like string and list majorly. So what is slicing? So if you want to access certain position of the string, basically a string like Pulkitpedia have multiple characters and you want to know what on particular index or particular position which character is there, so you can use a concept of slicing. So it starts first is you have to give the initial position like 0, so it will start from 0. In our general life or in mathematics, if we count anything, we'll count from 1, we'll start from 1, like 1 2 3 4 5. But in computers we start from 0, so initial position is 0. So if start position we can give 0, stop position we can give 1 2, accordingly whatever the characters comes into that position it will print it out. By default step is 1, it will be incremented with 1. We can increment by 2 also. So I'll show you more examples in the spider id. So just an example for you, like I define a first string in double quotes Pulkitpedia. Now if I give this string in the print, the output will be a complete whole string Pulkitpedia. Now if I want to just print in the first character of the string, so I'd given as a first string as 0, so output will be first character P. And if I had given a start and stop, like the first character means including the first character 0 start position and end position 2, it will print two characters like PU. Okay, so we'll move to spider and see more examples of it. So here in our spider window, if you see that I had defined a first string Pulkitpedia in double quotes. First we will see the output of the complete string. You can see the first output is Pulkitpedia as it is complete string. Second is I just want to print a first character, so I had given a 0 as in the square brackets to the start position, so it has printed me that the first character. I had given the character 0 1 up to 2, the start and end position, so it will before and it will print like 0 and 2, so it has printed PU. Now if I want to increase the step by 2, as I told you, by default if you don't give any step it will be 1. So if I want to showcase you an example as here, that I want to step it by 2 characters, so I have not given any start and stop position, so it will consider complete string, but I'm stepping it by 2. So here you can see it has printed the first character P, it has skipped the second character, it has printed the third character UL, then it has skipped the next character K, it has printed the next character I, it has skipped the next character and then space, and then you can see it has skipped the next character, printed E, and skipped the next character, printed I, and then skipped the next character. So it is incrementing by 2 steps. Now if you want to reverse a string, so suppose you want to reverse this string, it's very simple. You don't need to give any start and stop position. You want to completely reverse a string, just give -1 in the end. You will see that complete string will be reversed. And suppose you want to see that whether it's in a capitals, like in English we have, when we talk about capital, the first character is capital in English language when we write. So you can do that. You are like, we had given the string as Pulkit Pedia, so it has make the P as a capital one. And there are many other function in Python, the string functions you can explore yourself. Certain examples I had given, like whether you want to see that current string is in uppercase, so it is printing false. This is a Boolean function. As I talk about in the variable video, that Boolean is like your electricity button in the home, that it will have two states, on and off. Like this, Boolean have two values, true or false. If it is in uppercase, it will print true. If like this condition is in this condition, that Pulkitpedia is a small, so it is giving us a false. Now if you want to make it in uppercase, there is a different function, upper. Upper is just to provide a Boolean value to check whether this meets the criteria or not. Now upper is giving you the value in uppercase, like Pulkitpedia. Same way, I had given a string as a Pulkitpedia here. Is it lower? It is giving as a false. And if you see, I'm checking for the lower function, so it has make the complete string as a lower one. Okay. Now sometimes you require to replace the string. Like string can be any group of collection of words, like one word, two word, or multiple words, or paragraph. So here you can see I have an input string like welcome to Pulkitpedia. Now I want to replace this 2 with the English 2. This is a numeric 2. So how do you can do is, you are using this input string, passing this input string and calling the replace function. You are mentioning which string you want to replace with which, the string which we want to replace. Like this is the string we want to replace, and what new string you want to place it in place of this. So it's like I passed 2 we want to replace is by English 2. So you can see this is now welcome to Pulkitpedia. There are other functions also, like you want to know whether a particular string starts with particular characters or not. Like for example, uh, we had start with inbuilt functions. So I had given the pu and check the string with this one. It gives true that it has started with Pulkitpedia. Okay, and it's whether it's end with pu. No, it doesn't end with pu. So this way you have various inbuilt function which is by default provided by Python. You can learn and explore. So if any questions, you can comment it here. I'll try to help you. So thanks for watching my channel. Quick recap for today. We learned about data type. We learned about today string data type and various function available in the string, with the string, or various operations we can do with the string. So stay connected, keep learning. Thank you.